Hey Bert, do you know what time it is?
Um, is it 6:59?
Holy shit, he fucked it up. We're trying to do this cool intro thing. We're trying to have a significant trademark here, and Bert fucked it up. We're supposed to make a lot of money on this, but yeah, it's a BurtnBurger time, guys. That's what we are going for. This is episode 31, and guys, we have a big fucking episode for each and every one of you today. We said we were going to do it. Nobody believed us. We finally got fucking Obama on the podcast. No, I'm kidding. Someone even bigger than Obama. It's our boy Alex from HighlightHeaven. How we doing, Alex?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
You
Pretty
know,
good.
so good that we got someone cool on the show for once. I mean, not that I scare and doing fine wasn't cool, but this guy he's up there, don't you think, Bert?
Oh yeah, pretty cool content creator.
Yeah, no. So excuse me, Alex, if I fangirl a little bit here. I've been a big fan of your channel for a long time now, and it is really cool to talk to somebody that you've been subscribed to for so long. So if I start like giggling and stuff, I mean, you're probably used to it by now.
I can't really say I am, but I'll try to keep my composure if you do.
Sure. I'll try. Fingers crossed that we can do this. But yes, we are so excited to have our boy Alex from HighlightHeaven on the show today, guys. We are BurtnBurger. We're just trying to bring the family element to the podcast world. You guys can check us out anywhere that you can check people out on: YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Pornhub, whatever. Just Google BurtnBurger.
Spotify's a big one too.
Oh yeah, Spotify too. Yeah, we're there. We're everywhere. But anyways, without further ado, Alex, I have so many questions that I want to ask you, my dude. So, first things first, and I'm going to be really embarrassed if this wasn't you, but did you have the NFL YouTube page reach out to you?
So yeah, that's kind of not a lot of people know about that, but I kind of had like an informal conversation with the NFL on like within YouTube. Like I haven't had any emails with them or anything, but
Okay.
one of their affiliate accounts called NFL Throwback. They commented on one of my videos, and then we kind of had this little thread where we like talked, and it sounded kind of promising because like maybe I could possibly work with them one day, but nothing's happened yet. Of course, the pandemic kind of played maybe into that, but
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I was talking to Bert before this. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it was this guy, and I'm gonna sound like just a jackass if it wasn't him.
Mhm.
Okay, but yeah, I remember you posted something about the NFL reaching out to you, and they were like, "Hey, send us a message or something with a cute little smiley face."
Yeah, it was like let's talk this off season or something like that. I think that's exactly what the message was. But
Sure. Okay. So did they sound like they? I know you said nothing's really happened yet, but what were some of the things that they were thinking about having you do?
so on that thread, what I did was I kind of like credited them because they had like this older game that I couldn't find, so I used it in the video and I like shouted out their throwback channel for it.
Mm-hmm.
And they must have like searched up their name or something and saw it in my description, so they commented on it, and then nothing really happened. I kind of just like shot my shot in a sense, try to like see if we could work together. But of course this was back in January of this year, so
Okay.
I'm sure the pandemic played into it a little bit because that was before it all hit. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, still kind of hoping for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. So the door's not necessarily closed yet, but it probably became delayed because of everything that's going on right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that's really cool that they reached out to you still, though. That's pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the biggest people we had reach out to us was, what was it? Was it Brazzers or something, Bert? But we were just like, yeah, we're too family friendly for you guys.
Yeah. Not quite to that level yet.
Yeah, we had to politely decline their offer, but
It's a shame.
Right.
yeah, that's really dope though. I was really excited to hear more about that. So, and we just have a bunch of questions for you in regard to your YouTube channel and just get to know a little bit more about you. I think another thing that we have to address right away is this meme that goes around on your channel about how unfucking believably fast you upload shit onto your channel. Like I was talking to Bert here when Joe Flacco got like decapitated by Kiko Alonso, and like within that quarter you had the video up on the internet. So I'm really curious to see how someone can even think before they can even fucking upload something that quickly.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple. I mean, there's plenty of streaming services you can use just to record the game, and as long as you have a decent internet connection, and also there's like an even quicker way to do it as well. Like, So if you have OBS as your recorder, you could literally just rewind the streaming service to right when before the play happens, and then click record, and then right after the play's over, just stop recording, and you don't have to put it into an editing software. You can actually just take the clip right from OBS and put it onto YouTube. So that's the fastest way to do it. But sometimes if I make a mistake, I'll have to put it in the editing software and export it. But yeah, I got like so many comments about how fast the videos are out.
Mhm.
Like it just like, especially during the season, because that's when like the timely plays happen, like where I have to be fast with them. But yeah.
Sure. That's so cool, dude. That's so cool. And you have a lot of views on your channel. Burt and I were going through it, and you definitely got quite the audience behind it. I'm sure a lot of them are there just for the NFL page, but you're also very you talk to your audience a lot for a highlight channel, and you have very unique videos that come out as well, like things that I don't even think about. I've been a huge NFL fan for so many years now, and you'll upload a video of something that I like had a wet dream about like 16 years ago or something. So yeah, that's just really cool. So what has this experience been like for you to have this kind of audience, these kind of views behind it? I mean, it's got to feel pretty rewarding.
Yeah, it definitely is rewarding. It's a little bit different than like most YouTubers, I'd have to say, because like not a lot of people. So like you'd be surprised how many people think that I'm like a robot or something that just like doesn't have a life or something, like. But
Sure.
because they like they're like, oh, you get it out so fast, you get the plays out, like you just like must sit on. You must have like, I get so many comments that are like, oh, you must have 10 monitors in your room and like 5 computers. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I still get a decent amount. I have a Discord server with a few thousand people on it, and they've been great and stuff. So I've been able to connect with people there. It's been pretty rewarding over 4 years since I started my channel.
Sure. Yeah, no, we get that robot comment a lot because, believe it or not, Alex, I actually have a co-host within the show that just doesn't fucking talk for whatever.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we get that a lot too. So.
Oh yeah. No, that's probably have a soundboard do my job, but
yeah, no, you shit the bed again there. You're disappointed, Alex. He's hovering over the leave the call button. I can see it now.
Oh yeah.
Nice job, Burt. Fucking scaring him away, asshole. But no, dude, that's just really dope. And so you also upload just regular highlights too, like not like specific videos, but I know you like upload game highlights and stuff like that, correct?
Yeah, so mainly I used to do it for like NFL games, but I kind of just stopped doing it because the NFL like has their own like pretty good system with it, and they have way more people that work on that. For example, on a Sunday, there's like usually like 13 or 14 games, something like that.
Yeah.
So there's no way that one human, aka me, could possibly get out all those game highlights, and the NFL does a good job, so I kind of let them do that, and I'll just upload like the clips or whatever. But for the expansion leagues that came out recently, like the XFL and the AAF last year.
Sure.
I could handle that because each league had 8 teams, so there were 4 games, 2 per day on each day of the weekend. So those are actually easy to handle for me. So that's what I was doing for game highlights.
Okay, that's really dope. And did you have any of your videos go into like the trending tab on YouTube or anything like that?
Yeah. So a long time ago, I had the Paul Allen call of the Minneapolis Miracle. Which I'm sure many people are familiar with that. I uploaded the radio call of it, and it actually got on the #1 trending spot. That was like, I believe, early 2018. So that was kind of crazy. The video was on for like almost the whole day.
Wow. Was that like the regular trending, or was that like in the sports trending?
That was regular trending, actually.
Wow, that's fucking badass.
Yeah, I got so many comments from people that didn't know what the hell was going on because there's a lot of traffic that comes, and a lot of people are like, it might be U.S. trending, or I'm not sure if it's worldwide or not, but there's definitely a lot of people that were like, "What the hell is this? What is this sport? What is this?"
Oh God.
Holy shit! Yeah, they're just speaking Chinese or something like that.
Yeah.
Did like YouTube send you like a notification like, holy shit, your video is trending, or did you just like go through trending and see it on there?
Yeah, actually, so I was really surprised when I saw the notification, but on my YouTube app on my phone, it said like congratulations, your video is trending, and then it kept updating me when it hit like top 10, top 5, and then 1.
Oh man.
Wow.
Like that's an extremely rare thing to happen. Like obviously, I've been doing YouTube for 4 years. I've had over 1,000 videos, and like none of them's even come close to number 1 except for that. So
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. That's cool. That's fucking badass, dude. There's no other way to describe it besides cool. Now I feel like I'm Burt now. So
Yeah.
um um yeah, so I mean I know that clip that you're talking about. That's kind of the clip that like gave that play the name that it has.
Exactly.
So you know, you probably made a big impact on that play, making it into the legendary status that it is today, Alex. That's got to feel badass that you're going down into the NFL Hall of Fame for that. So
Yeah, I guess I didn't really think of it like that, but I mean, my channel does bring a lot of traffic to maybe some things that might be unknown or some players that might not like be known to the public. So even though like I'm using the NFL to kind of grow me, it's like it kind of returns the favor in some aspects.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Helps fans get more of a, I guess, broader understanding. I mean, I'm pretty new to it, and I thought some of your videos were enlightening, I guess. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool that sometimes like you'll upload videos that I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, and you'll give like a little terminology at the beginning of it. Like there was that one where it was like a triple double or something in an NFL game. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then I clicked on it, and you explained it, and it was a pretty dope video to watch. So that's another question that I had for you, my man, is where do you come up with some of these ideas? Like you get pretty specific, and that's exactly why I sub to your channels, because of the unique content that you post.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So a lot of it comes down to like the comments section. Like I have to give a lot of credit to people that comment on the videos because they think of some crazy stuff that I couldn't even possibly think of. And if it's good enough, and a lot of times it'll get liked in the replies in the comment section, and then I'll be able. I usually see most of the comments anyway, but if it has hundreds of likes, then I definitely will see it. So that definitely helps a lot. And then I don't know, just kind of getting a broad understanding of what you think people might want to see on YouTube, and you kind of just like expand on that with your experience. That's like what a lot of the other ideas come into play.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Do you feel like you're going to be running short on ideas here soon, since you have well over 1,000 videos?
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I just don't see it possible. I mean, especially with like a new season each year and all kind of new possibilities. I mean, theoretically, you could just repeat the same videos per season. I see a lot of people do that, and there's no problem in that because it's brand new content.
Yeah.
But there's usually like I thought that I might run out like a long time ago, but it just I don't know. Like it kind of just like it comes back to you. Like more will just come to you, or people will suggest some that you've never heard of, and then hopefully you can put it into a video that like is completely unique. It's hard sometimes. There's overlaps. You know, there's always going to be overlaps with some of the clips, but people still like to see it regardless.
Sure. Yeah, and that's the stuff, like I said, that really got me interested into your content, was the interesting videos that I've never even thought about before. And I know a lot of people will just upload like game highlights, and those are good sometimes, but when I want something like unique or something that really makes me think in a way that I never thought before, it's just cool to see them all in one video there. Like I know you did the free kick compilation, and that happens like once every 15 years in the NFL or some shit like that.
Yeah,
so
it's kind of crazy. That's like a lot of people, like I didn't even, when I was researching for that, I didn't even realize that there was one last year. Like it took me like, as much as I watched the NFL, it took me like, you know, the clip happened in October 2019, and it took me till like a couple weeks ago just to figure out that it even existed. Wow. So I even missed that last season. So I can imagine like what just casual fans would think of that type of play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, speaking of casual fans, what do you think of free kicks, Burt?
Yeah, I have no idea what that means. But it's cool stuff like that. Yeah, no, I definitely like there's some good value in knowing some of the more niche things that are going on in the NFL.
Yeah, yeah. There are some really funky rules in the NFL that people don't even realize because they don't happen that much. I know this one happened like 7 times in NFL history, and I believe it's when the one team punts it and the other team does a fair catch, and instead of doing an offensive possession, they can just go out and kick the ball instead of um, doing an offensive possession. And the big thing that's different with this one, Burt, is there's nobody like rushing the line. It's literally like a kickoff. Like the kicker can like take an 11-step run to it and just whiff that whore into section 3
Okay.
of the fucking stands. But I don't think one's been made since like the 80s or something.
Yeah, I think the last successful one was in 1976, and I wasn't even able to find it for the video. Like when I was searching it up, I found the game, but they didn't even have it in like the little 2-minute clip of the highlights. Like that's how obscure this is.
Okay. Is there ever anything? I mean, I don't know how old the NFL is per se, but is there any like weird stories you've heard about crazy plays that there just isn't footage of? I mean, kind of like that, but
yeah. See, I don't even like for example, there was a game that was 73-0 that happened in I believe 1940. It's the
Holy
biggest.
shit.
It's the biggest blowout in NFL history, but it was
like Burt and Madden.
Yeah. The thing is about it is it was recorded, but it like has nowhere near the popularity that it should have because it was in black and white and it's from like 80 years ago. If that would have happened like last year, that thing would have gotten like Patrick Mahomes type coverage. Like, but instead now, yeah. So there's just some stuff like that I could probably talk about that for hours, but stuff like that I've seen that's just like kind of unbelievable once you research it all.
Okay.
So you have to enjoy the research that I'm guessing, right? Because that takes a lot of work just to find the footage, and it has to be somewhat of an enjoyable process for you. I'm sure you learn a lot about the NFL along the way.
Yeah, it can be. Sometimes it's a little bit stressful. I got to take breaks and stuff, but most of the time it's like it just helps me expand my knowledge on the game of football and just on a bunch of other stuff too. Just like seeing old commercials, seeing like just anything you can think of from like researching the NFL, you'll find a bunch of stuff.
Sure. Yeah, no, I watch I think most of my knowledge of the NFL comes from NFL Network on TV, where they have like a lot of those documentaries and the top 10 lists that they do and all those kinds of things. And they post some really fascinating information about the journey the NFL went through, some of the big players that they've talked about that nobody really hears about. And then we have channels like yours that actually show those things in action. So, it's really nice to have more YouTube channels or video production like that. So then everybody can learn a little bit of everything about it because it's so complicated. But speaking of sports highlights though, man, I gotta ask, what caused baby Alex to want to grow up one day and be a YouTube highlight uploader thing, whatever you would call it?
Yeah, I mean that's a good question. Like I've said this before on podcasts and stuff, and just in general, like I don't really have the best answer for it. It kind of just like obviously I was a big NFL fan, and I just it kind of just evolved into me watching videos on YouTube, and I was just like, these videos aren't that great. Like for example, like not to like subtweet anybody or call anybody out, but there were some channels before me that they would like do like they would have videos like the best whatever of all time, but the videos would only have clips from like 2015. They kind of like 2015, 2016, like all, and it's like that's not NFL history. And I would see the comment sections on these videos, and people are like, "Yeah, do you know that NFL history goes like before 2015?"
Yeah,
and I was like, "Yeah, maybe I can like try to." And like expand upon like these videos that are just mediocre and still getting millions of views.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
That's dope. Alex saw some videos and he's like, this is shit. I can do better.
Yeah.
I mean, in a sense.
Same.
And then HighlightHeaven was born.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Burt and I did with the podcast world.
Oh, yeah. Joe Rogan and all that. It's like, come on now.
Yeah, we were disappointed in how many times that they didn't use swear words, so we were like, we can top that.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
Censorship.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the sponsors.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we make a fucking dime off of this show someday, I'm gonna be so excited.
Be impressed.
You guys are gonna have to censor yourself just to like keep the sponsors though.
Gonna have to change all our
Yeah.
episode titles. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to be sponsored by like dildo stores and shit.
Sex shops.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work anymore. Yeah. So there goes my dream of having Nerf as a sponsorship like Dude Perfect
Oh,
has.
yeah, that'd be cool.
Gonna want to be associated with us. But yeah, so guys, that gives you a brief update on our amazing guest that we have today. He's the fucking king of YouTube highlights. I don't care what he says, it's true. He's the fucking king. He's the OG.
Oh yeah.
And by far my favorite. I've watched other people that have tried to do stuff similar to the videos that you have, and they either have like really weird music blaring in the background, or they're so worried about promoting their sponsors or something like that, or they literally are like a robot and don't talk to anybody and just upload shit. So the platform that you made with HighlightHeaven is just, I think it's unique. You come up with really cool videos. You're interactive with your fans. You have lots of ways for your fans to reach out to you as well. I saw like you have a Twitter, a Discord, you even have your Spotify on there if you want to listen to what you're jamming to.
Yeah, I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Burt wanted to do that with Spotify. I'm like, no, we're trying to get people interested in us, not listen to fucking
scare them away.
Yeah, the My Little Pony theme song remixed. So
yeah, okay.
But I don't know. I've been a sub for a long time now, so like I said, it's really dope getting your ass on the show. So what another thing that we do on the show here is we do this thing called movie time. I'm pretty sure I talked to you about it a little bit on Discord.
You did.
Yeah, where every week Burt and I assign each other movies that we have to watch by the next episode. And it started out, Alex, as this really fun activity where Burt and I would give each other pretty cool movies. And then it slowly turned into fucking watching cartoons and anime and gay porn and all sorts of things. So, Burt, did you have anything you wanted to say about movie time this week?
Oh, I don't know. I really enjoyed my movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you like yours?
It was shit.
Oh, okay.
It was brilliant.
Any? Oh, we Yeah,
Burt. What
movie did you watch? I watched Cliffhanger with Sylvester Stallone and some other big guys. Merle from The Walking Dead.
You're fucking scaring Alex again. I'm thinking we should just mute you, dude. You're gonna take away my favorite YouTuber in a minute.
Yeah, I know.
That's a
short episode.
Okay, you're not scaring him too much, Burt. Yeah, no, I had to watch Goon. Have you seen Goon, Alex?
That's a hockey movie, right?
Yeah.
I've seen part of it, I think. It's been a while.
Sure, yeah. Whatever you have to say about it's going to be more accurate than what I have to say about it, because I did not watch that fucking movie.
Asshole.
Yeah, I feel bad. I know. It's the second time I've done this. I let our fans down.
Drop the ball.
Yeah, no. So Daddy didn't have enough time to watch it. Don't know what you want me to say to you, asshole.
Just busy. I get it.
Busy boy. You know what it's like.
Oh, yes.
I'm
a very busy boy myself.
Yeah, my day consists of working all day and then coming home and rubbing one out and then playing Xbox with Burt for 6 hours. So,
yeah,
sounds like a night.
Yeah, the huge. I'm sure Alex is right in the boat with us. But I didn't get around to it. Plus, with Alex on the show, I can use him as an excuse that I don't want to talk about this movie. We're already talking about it way more fucking longer than I wanted to, so that backfired pretty bad.
Yeah. Nice.
But I could talk about that movie next week sometime if I feel like watching it. I don't know. Alex, do you remember if that movie was like okay or kind of good, or was it just ass?
I don't remember. I mean, it's probably going to be like some kind of like I think it's gonna be some kind of like comedy with like a cheesy storyline, but who knows?
Oh boy.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Don't expose me like that, dude.
Yeah, that sounds like a typical fucking Burt movie. Holy shit.
I mean, I can't judge it too much, but if I had to assume, I'd say it's probably some cheesy sports movie. I mean,
cheeky sports movie. All right, I'll write that down.
Oh god.
Alex says the movie's fucking stupid. That's all I needed to hear.
You might have hit the nail right on the head.
Yeah, we do TV shows sometime, Alex, and Bert's pissed me off so much that I'm like, he's gonna have to watch fucking like season 6 of Dora the Explorer or something like that. This
Looking forward to
motherfucker.
that.
Yeah.
That's torture.
Good.
Exactly.
That's what he deserves, asshole. But since we do have a guest on the show this week, we always try to get the guest. Always, we had one guest do this. Hopefully two. We have our guest come on and give us movie suggestions. So I brought the idea up to you. You said you were down with it, and I'm very excited to hear these bangers of movies that you're gonna have for Burt and I to watch.
Okay, yeah. So I actually like right before the show, I looked up a bunch of sports movies just to like get like an idea, and I picked a couple that I've seen that I thought were really good. So,
Okay.
I figured the sports theme would be good because of my channel and everything. But
Sure, smart move. Smart move.
It's all a question of which one I should assign to each of you.
Fun part.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm gonna have Burger watch 42. Have you seen that movie yet?
Is that the Jackie Robinson one?
Yeah, the one that came out in 2013.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen it. I think I saw it like maybe in theaters when it came out.
Okay, yeah, same. It's one of my favorite movies.
Sure. Okay. 42.
All right. And I'm gonna have Burt watch Draft Day. Have you seen that?
Nope.
It's a Kevin Costner movie. It's pretty good. I saw that in theaters as well. It's from 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
See, Burt, that's the fucking point in titty time right there. Not this stupid Lou over the wall shit. Not this fucking Life of Brian shit. 42. That's why Daddy agreed to do this show with you. Holy fuck.
Okay.
Alex, you just want to be my new guest now? Fuck Burt. We'll get him out of here.
I'd feel guilty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, trust me, there's plenty of shit I have to deal with too.
I feel for you.
Yeah. Okay, 42. Yeah, I saw that a long time ago. And since you're not Burt, I could definitely be more flexible with the rules here because you're not an asshole like my fucking cousin is. So,
Okay.
one thing I am excited for is that one has Chadwick Boseman in it.
Yeah.
As Jackie Robinson, and he plays in the Pink Panther movie. Yeah, that's not right.
Oh god.
The Black Panther movie,
Yeah.
the Marvel one.
Mm-hmm.
So seeing him as Jackie Robinson, seeing the actor that plays Black Panther,
Be fancy.
yeah, it'll be cool to see that. So 42. Okay, so Alex, what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch those movies. I promise I'll watch your movie in time, dude. I got you.
Okay, sounds good.
Your movie will be done in time. No problem. I'll watch it with popcorn. I'll be smiling throughout the whole thing. Burt,
oh my god.
yeah, fuck your movie.
Insane. Okay.
And so I will watch 42 by next week. Burt will watch Draft Day by next week as well. So
Yeah, excited.
Draft Day, you can actually learn a thing or two about that, Burt, since you finished dead last in our fantasy league, our first season we had it up.
I might have.
You absolutely did.
Shit. I forgot.
What's interesting about the two movies I picked? They both have Chadwick Boseman in them. I didn't even realize, but Chadwick Boseman plays one of the players in Draft Day that gets drafted. So it's kind of
really,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay. All right. So you'll have to see him as Black Panther, Burt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to watch that movie too.
You haven't watched Black Panther? You're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm not the most culturally inclined.
Yeah.
But
It's probably because you say
we're working
so
on
fucking amazing. Yeah, that was the whole point in that time. But Burt started acting like an asshole, so I've been trying to make him watch like Christopher Robin and things like that.
That one was fun.
It's funny. I asked, I texted Burt out of the blue the other day, and I'm like, "Have you seen Cat in the Hat?" What about the
Yep.
Teletubbies?
Damn.
Love Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, that shit does not slap like my boy Winnie does. But anyways,
Okay.
we started talking about fantasy a little bit. Alex, do you play fantasy football?
Yeah, I'm pretty avid fantasy football player, as you could guess. I'm usually in probably between 5 and 10 leagues per year.
Holy fuck!
I do a couple
Okay.
personal ones. Like I've been doing one with my dad and his friends for probably since I was 9 or 10. And I usually clean up in that league, not gonna lie.
Okay.
But I also have a league that I do with I do a few leagues with people from Discord from my server. Sometimes I'll do leagues I'll just put it to my YouTube page and just whoever joins can get in.
Sure.
And I also have a YouTuber one as well with a bunch of other YouTubers, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
cool. What community?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
What other do you conversate with any other big YouTubers or anything like that?
I mean, I've definitely talked to a bunch. I mean, in the NFL community, people KTO, Urinating Tree,
Dude,
5
so
Points
cool.
Vids, Flemlo Raps, Ding Productions. He's one of my Ding Productions is actually one of my good friends.
Literally know all of those that you just said.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of other
shit.
people too. I don't want to forget anybody, but there's so many. People like Harris Highlights and Just Bombs Productions. All those guys. We have a whole group chat called Dream Team on Twitter where we've had it for almost. I think it's coming up on 4 years now.
Wow.
We've basically been active in there daily for the past 4 years, so we definitely stay updated with each other.
Oh, dude, that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, you're speaking my language right now, dude. This isn't a video podcast, if you know what I'm saying. Holy shit. That's badass. So, yeah, I've been a big fan of a lot of those guys, especially KTO. I know he was a big one, in the sports mini documentaries that he's done.
Mm-hmm.
I was a big fan of that guy, and all of a sudden he started showing his face more in his videos, and it's kind of weird. Not saying he's a weird looking guy or anything, but I don't like people staring at the camera talking to me while I'm eating my Lucky Charms ass naked. So. So I kind of avoided him there. I get why he's doing it though, because he said he has copyright claims up the ass, as I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so but there's a lot of those kind of channels that I like as well. And that's so cool that you guys all talk to each other, like a little squad going on there.
Yeah, basically.
With the other YouTubers there. So pretty dope. Yeah, I mean, Joe Rogan was always messaging us. We had to block him. He's being an asshole.
He's not famous enough or anything. He's
yeah. I mean,
right.
One thing, but he's just annoying.
Oh God.
He's always asking me to play fucking Nintendo Switch with him and shit. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but going back to the fantasy league here, I do have a couple of questions for you here, but Burt and I are in a fantasy league together as well with a bunch of other of my friends, and we actually just drafted our teams a week or two ago, and we wanted to kind of run you by our teams here and hear what you have to say about them.
Okay, sure thing.
So make sure you really lean into us. You can really insult us, especially Burt.
Oh yeah, it should be easy.
His team's not bad though. I think it's pretty good. So, Burt, since you've talked so fucking much here, how about we just keep the ball rolling and have you talk some more?
Oh no, that's cool. No, this is more my territory. I was leaning on you for the first half, but I think I'll be a little bit better here. Okay, so I had first overall pick.
Okay.
In our draft, and I ended up picking Ezekiel Elliott.
Okay, interesting. Not a bad pick, not a great pick.
That's because
it's important that we're to tell them that
we're a keeper league.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, McCaffrey would probably be up there, but he was taken by BurtnBurger here. So
gotcha.
Yeah. He was.
But yeah, no, I got Roethlisberger and Brady for my QBs.
Okay.
I have Tyler Lockett, Adam Thielen, and Devontae Parker for my what would you call that?
Your kickers.
Yeah, no, they're like they're in play for me for my
Okay.
wide receivers.
And it's flex, yeah. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yep, yeah. Parker's my flex, and then I have Derrick Henry, Ezekiel Elliott for running back,
Okay, those are solid.
Mm-hmm.
and Zach Ertz at tight
It's
end
also very solid too.
with Chris Boswell kicker, and rolled the dice a little bit with the Patriots defense.
Okay.
I originally had the Rams, but I don't know. I was just feeling I'm a gambling man, so I thought I'd pick up the Patriots.
That's why you got dead last in our league.
Yeah.
The thing about defenses too is that like you can always find like a defense that like starts streaking or whatever, so you can just pick them up mid-season or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about it, but
Or same thing with a kicker as well. A lot of times they'll just be like a standout kicker that's always on people's waiver wires.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. No, Burt's getting ready to fucking trade Derrick Henry and Ezekiel Elliott for Will Lutz, so I had to talk him down from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and Breeze. I was sad. I love the
Yeah.
Saints. But...
Yeah, that's Burt's favorite team is the Saints, and he gets a little too anxious in the trading bug when he doesn't have them on his team. So so that's Burt's team. Alex, keep your thoughts on that. I know you want to fucking roast the shit out of them. I get it.
Yeah, I got more on the bench, but they're not really noteworthy. So.
And I'll tell you my team here too. So get ready to hold on to your cock for this one, because this is a big big fucking team. No, it's okay. I definitely had a better team last year, but quarterbacks, I have a rotation between Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen. My wide receivers are Keenan Allen and Stephon Diggs, and I got Edelman out at flex, and then I got old McCaffrey and Josh Jacobs as my running backs, and then I got the best tight end in the league with I don't know why I thought his name was Tyler. Travis Kelce, the fucking GOAT. Nah, he's not the GOAT. Fuck. I don't know.
Pretty close.
He's fucking good. I'll say that. Alex is sitting here like he's not even the top 30. And then funny, my defense is the LA Rams. For some reason, some jackass thought they didn't want him anymore and cut him. So I was like, I'll fucking take him. I got the LA Rams and the LA Chargers for Daddy's defense, and I got old Matt Prater from the Lions as the one booting them. And some noteworthy people I got on the bench is Le'Veon Bell and Marlon Mack, Phillip Lindsay, and those are pretty big ones there. So those are our squads. You're more than welcome to read through your 30 leagues that you're in if you want, but but I don't know. What do you think? I mean, the guy that has like almost like, don't you have like 1 billion views on YouTube or something like that?
So like I don't think deleted views count for them, but right now I think it says like 600 something million, but I've probably I've privated or like deleted probably at least 50 million worth of views as well.
Sure.
I wasn't happy with how the videos were, so
sure.
Well,
so the guy that has like 1 billion views, I gotta fucking hear his opinion. What are your questions?
So is it a PPR league, and how many people are in the league? Because that kind of makes it.
Do you want to answer those questions, Burt?
I don't know what PPR is, but
Burt
we have 10.
Just immediately started giggling. So, we are PP. We have PP. 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 Stop. Fuck.
PPR.
Yeah, there we go. PPR league, and we have 10 of us.
Yep.
Okay, so those are both pretty good teams for a 10-team league. Probably have to give the edge to Burger just because of the running backs, like Josh Jacobs and McCaffrey. Like they're both gonna like probably get at least 30 points a game, like consistently. So
that feels good to hear.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that. I go up against him week 1. So
yeah, the thing about Derrick Henry, like Derrick Henry's a really good running back, but he doesn't catch the ball that much. They kind of outsource that to like the backup. Okay. And in like a standard league, Derrick Henry's like probably a top 3 running back just because of how much volume he gets. But like in a PPR league, he probably would fall down to some like pass catching running backs because it's not just about carries and yards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, they're both pretty good teams to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Way better than last league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was ass last year, fucking taking Travis Kelce in the first round.
Yeah, boy.
Jackass.
Like 6th overall, but
yeah. PPR is points per reception there, Burt. So
yeah, I figured it had something to do with the points.
Yeah, yeah. Every time a guy catches a ball in our league, we get 1 point for it, which makes a huge difference.
Okay.
But last year, I did some shit where I traded people's keepers for like draft picks and shit like that. And I was able to have Patrick Mahomes on the squad. I had, who else did I have?
it was bad.
Yeah, I had a fucking great. I had Hopkins too. Who the fuck did I have? Holy shit, I'm blanking so hard. It was when Antonio Brown was supposed to be the savior for the Raiders. Yeah. So I gave up a lot for his ass. I had Saquon Barkley and Todd Gurley before he got fucking arthritis in his knee. Holy shit.
Yeah, that messed up a bunch of owners.
Oh no.
Yeah, before Todd Gurley got Alzheimer's. And I had Kelce on the squad as well, and Justin Tucker at kick in. I mean, it was like the top guys at each position because I was able to trade for people's draft picks or their keepers. So basically, we made it so they had to keep somebody for me, and then I got their player kind of thing after the draft was over. So I don't know why they fucking fell for it. My one friend says
never gonna do it again.
My one friend says I'm giving everybody head in the league or something like that. So
whatever that means.
I mean, whatever it takes to win a T-shirt, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, another guy in our league this year really took the fucking crown on the draft. He had like 18 draft picks. So
yeah, his team's pretty good.
His team's fucking slaps. So
he's got Kamara, Julio Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Le'Veon
Bell,
nice. OBJ.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's got some good ones.
Yeah, so should be interesting. Not to toot my own horn or jack off my own cock, but Alex, you're talking to a man that won back-to-back years in fantasy football here. So, and it's not Burt. So.
It is not. No.
I figured it wouldn't be, considering all the shit you said about him in this episode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. So we'll see if Daddy can get a 3-peat here, see if he can make a dynasty. But I get nervous and think that I used up all my wins too quickly in life. So if I win like one game this year, I wouldn't, and that's it. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
So
have a little dry streak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you gotta stop using lube at some point and take it like a man. So we'll see if that's gonna happen. But we actually have a pretty new league here, so it's everybody's kind of first time for the most part doing fantasy. So it's been a lot of fun. So glad I got feedback from the expert. So once again, Burt, open your mouth, insert my ass.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for week 1. That's exactly what's going to be happening.
Yeah. What else did you have for Alex here, Burt? I know he had some questions that you were dying to ask him when we were at Chili's.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just a little note there as well. Everybody was picking on me because I yet again rolled the dice and picked up my boy Darius Geis at 12 for my 12th pick. Yeah, no, last year I was always reading the little NFL reports, how he's going to blow up this season. He's going to do so good.
Yeah.
And then I get added like 6 times in our group me, and it's like, hey, Burt, guess what happened to your boy? It's like, and I just keep getting notifications from Yahoo like every week just saying, yep, Darius Geis has still been dropped by 304 teams in Yahoo leagues. So I don't know. I thought that'd be a fun little giggle, but
He had some good news today, didn't he?
yeah, more allegations, just burying
Yeah.
him deeper. At least it's gonna make it that much easier to get rid of him.
Mhm.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
An extra bench spot for him.
you should definitely keep doing that, where you keep people like him and then cut people like the Rams, because that really helps me out.
yeah. No, we'll see. We'll see what I can do. We'll see what I can do. But oh gosh,
This is
So,
where he
yeah.
gets nervous.
yeah. No, I'm just wondering. I'm setting up for a new topic here.
He's sweating at the palms.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty new to the whole NFL and all that. I dabble in the fantasy football, but lately I've been getting pretty into Madden.
Okay.
Do you play any Madden or anything like that?
I used to play a lot. I think I bought Madden 19 and then I didn't play it at all. I just haven't been happy. Like, it just hasn't been as fun in my opinion. I used to create my own player and do franchise and all that stuff, but I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a cash grab at this point. A lot of the sports games are. But
Preach
Yeah.
it, buddy. Preach it.
Yeah. No, I mean in this one, me and Burger, more so Burger, are super excited. I don't know if you've heard about it, but they have a street mode coming out in the new one.
yeah, like the yard or something like that. Is that what it's
yeah.
called? I've heard about that.
Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. Just a little bit of I know Burger here does like a little backyard league with some of his friends, but
Mhm.
Gotcha. Yeah.
it'll be a cool little take. See if it kind of excites some other game companies to kind of give the NFL some more love.
Mhm.
Get some more creative games out there.
Yeah. Did you hear about how, Alex? Did you hear that 2K has rights to make an NFL game now?
Yeah, I saw that. Isn't it gonna be coming out next year? Or
Yeah, and it's a non-simulated game, which means it would be like a street kind of game.
okay.
Because simulated would be a realistic sports game, like how
yeah.
Madden is. So they're coming out with a non-simulated game next year sometime, and I was so pissed because when Madden 21 came out, they fucking didn't advertise the yard until like a week ago.
Mhm.
Holy shit, I was so pissed. I'm like, this is the time for these motherfuckers for one time to get it right and take the first step in a street league. And here they are so worried about jerking all their stock investors off and shit. So
Mhm.
that pissed daddy off, and then they surprised me with the yard here. So it's kind of like a finger in your ass, where it's a big surprise but not half bad kind of thing. So
right.
Yeah, it's an improvement.
yeah, but Madden has been such copy and paste shit. So
Mhm.
I totally know what you mean there. I don't know if you talked to that one guy, Alex, on YouTube at all, but he does like a lot of like sports game reviews. I don't remember what his name is, but he gosh, I can't remember his name, but he'll like dive into like why Madden 08 was the greatest sports game ever, or 2K All Pro was the best game ever, and he just goes in and just fucking screws EA. He is so butthurt about EA. Holy shit. And then that kind of opened my eyes to the things that you were saying, Alex, that it's like a big cash grab and boring gameplay like that. But it's still fun to go and smoke my fucking cousin with the Dolphins while he plays with the Chiefs. So
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so bad. Interception to interception.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
we played a game last week, and Burt was real excited. He was ready to go. He was playing with who the fuck were you, Burt? I don't even remember. The Texans.
I don't know. It was like
There's the Texans,
Yeah.
and he's like, all right, here we fucking go. Gets the opening kickoff, fumbles it right then and there. Fucking dude gets sent to hell.
That's just bad luck. Like, I mean, interceptions are one thing, but fumbles, like, you can barely control in Madden. That's like one of the worst things about it.
it's
Mhm.
horrible.
Yeah, especially when you're scrambling with your quarterback. My goodness.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
They never hold on to the fucking thing. But
Mhm.
no, Madden's dope. Burt says he's been getting into it lately, but that's a blatant fucking lie. He only plays when I ask him to play. So
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't blame you, to be honest. It's not that enticing.
yeah.
There's just so much dumb shit that happens.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
the animations are all scripted and everything. They haven't really improved much over the years.
Yeah.
See, I told you that, Burt. You didn't fucking believe me.
Yeah, no, it's like there's a lot of weird stuff that happens where you're like, I feel like if this was a little bit more realistic, I wouldn't be getting screwed so bad.
My
Yeah.
favorite part is when you got like 6 people with broken collarbones on your team.
Yeah.
Like your starting wide receiver, your fucking quarterback, your head coach, the water boy, a person out in the fans. I mean, everyone's fucking getting injured for some reason.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else you got for him, Burt? Come on, you said this was your half.
Oh gosh, this is my half.
I could talk to this motherfucker all day, dude.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Is this when you ask him what your favorite color is, or
do I need to pull out my YouTube, my beep? I don't have any more.
Oh, nice.
Sound.
Oh, is this when you pull out the Funky Kong?
Yeah.
Nice anime?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Tapping out.
All right. Well,
I'll probably jump in, but
yeah, Burt, you can go outside now or something. Alex and I are just gonna chill like bros here.
Yeah.
So, Alex,
Mm-hmm.
do you have a favorite NFL team?
Yeah, like I said, I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, so I'm a fan of all the Pittsburgh teams: Steelers,
Okay.
Pirates, Penguins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. How you feeling about the Steelers this year?
Kind of hit or miss, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of crazy because a couple years ago, we were talking about the triple Bs. You got Ben, AB, and Le'Veon Bell, and then you look at that triple, like you look at the 3 people now, and it's like AB's like insane. Le'Veon Bell is like, he literally turned down more money from the Steelers to go to the Jets, which is a worse team, and he's getting paid slightly less. And then you have Big Ben, who obviously I haven't written him out yet, but I mean, he did have a very substantial injury last year, so you don't know how it's going to end up. But
they said he's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I heard that. He shaved the beard and everything. He looks like a new man.
Oh my God.
Like he lost some weight and stuff, so he looks good. But never know how it's going to turn out.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Bert's
I
only
got a bit
saying
riding
that.
on him.
Yeah, Bert's only saying
Yeah.
that because it's a starting quarterback in fantasy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Juju?
Just as like a person, or
I mean, unless you went to high school with them, but I mean, like as a player, because I feel like personally for me, he's a good receiver, but I don't know if he deserves all the hype that he has been getting. I don't know how you feel about that, but I'm just curious for someone that's a Steelers fan, what they think about him. And since you haven't said anything, I'm guessing I should shut the fuck up because you probably are wearing a Juju jersey right now or something.
Well, I actually have one in my closet at my dorm, but
I reject my statement.
No, it's like I understand what you're saying. Like last year, he had a disappointing year. I'm pretty sure he was battling like a little bit of injury, and he also just underperformed. But that was partially because of our quarterback situation was complete garbage.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said that he wasn't going to be able to take over AB's spot. That he only thrived because AB took all like the best cornerbacks off of the team, so that he could get a lot of yards. But I think as long as he can get back into a groove with Ben, I think he will be able to be a good number 1 receiver. But we'll have to see. I mean, as a person, honestly, he seems like a really nice guy. He has videos on his channel of him just like walking around the streets of Pittsburgh, like just saying hi to fans, meeting people and stuff. So
shit, that's cool.
in that aspect,
seems pretty cool.
Yeah, he seems like very collaborative with the fans. He went to the Pro Bowl and played video games and stuff. He streams video games on Twitch and stuff. Like he seems like a very likable person. Kind of just like a person, not just like a player. A lot of times people will glorify these players, but he seems just kind of like a normal dude,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've seen some of that stuff. It is pretty refreshing, I guess.
Yeah, no, I definitely want the guy to do good. He seems really fucking cool. And he, I know he's like homies with Ninja.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Guy. So that's pretty dope. So do you Pittsburgh fans have a love-hate relationship with AB? Because I know he balled out with you guys for a long time and kind of just shoved his cock in all your mouth. So I'm kind of curious because I'm a huge Raiders fan. So I have my opinions about the cocksucker. So
yeah, I mean,
you being a Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah, so I definitely owe, a few years worth of success to AB. It's kind of a shame we couldn't win the Super Bowl with him, but we definitely got close. I mean, he definitely put up a bunch of good seasons, so I'm grateful for that. But I could honestly I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's not completely all his fault. I mean, he's definitely sustained a lot of head injuries in his career, so I think
Sure
I'm on the
has.
side where CTE has contributed to a lot of his probably. I mean, I'm assuming this. They obviously can't study everything until they're even deceased, but I can attribute some of his recent behavior to CTE.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'm gonna
about to
give him
have some
sort of a
too.
forgiveness.
Holy shit! Quit
Yeah.
stepping on dog toys, will ya? Holy fuck!
I was wondering
Now
what
we're
that
not gonna be
was.
famous. Yeah, no, my grandma's like rolling around on dog toys downstairs.
She had something to say
Yeah.
about that.
Holy shit.
Oh,
No,
man.
I know what you mean though, dude. Did you see that video of him after he bench pressed like 315 pounds and he's all hyped and gets sniped by something?
Yeah.
Like a loose piece of equipment just
Mhm.
KO'd his ass.
Yeah.
Poor bastard.
Mhm.
Oh
God.
man, yeah. So being a Raiders fan, Alex,
Yeah.
I was excited we got him. I really was. And slowly but surely, he just really let me down.
Mhm.
And
A lot of people too.
yeah,
Did he ever end up playing
not for the Raiders.
for anybody?
He pretty much stormed out on the Raiders because he didn't agree with some stuff, and then him and John Gruden got into a big I don't know exactly what went on there, but I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. And then AB ran over to Bill Belichick basically and played one game with the Patriots, and then he had I think he had the allegations or something, and then the Patriots cut him after one game. But he did have a touchdown in the one game that he played. So
He did. Yeah, I think it was against the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ended up getting 14 points that game. Everyone's like, AB's back, hell yeah, and then he got cut. So.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he was all over the place. Still would love to have you on the podcast, AB.
Oh yeah.
Daddy's bitter, but he ain't stupid. So, if I could have a refund for my AB jersey, that'd be cool and all. But, no, I never did that. But,
oh man.
And then I heard he retired, and then I heard he got his suspension planned out for 8 weeks or whatever. And then he now is like, okay, well maybe I still got a few left in the tank. So
yeah, I don't even know how. It was a lot of it went down on Twitter. I guess he he basically retired, and then a few days later he unretired. I don't even know what really went on, but
sure. Ooh, so going with the Steelers again, how do you think old Mason Rudolph's doing?
You mean his head?
Is his head okay?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. That's one of those moments, that game with the Myles Garrett situation. That's just one of those moments where we literally could have seen death happen on on live television. If the force of a helmet, just a blunt force trauma, that could literally kill somebody. So
sure,
we almost saw something dreadful. I'm surprised he was able to just walk off.
Yeah,
but
holy crap.
I assume he's recovered. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of long-term stuff waiting to happen, but. Who knows?
Burt, you remember that, right?
Yeah. Wait. I don't know. I was talking about something else.
It was when Myles Garrett sludge-hammered Mason Rudolph's helmet onto his own head.
Yeah, no, I recall that one.
Yeah. No, and Mason Rudolph, after it hit him in the head, he just put his hands up and you're like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Just took it
I remember that.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So yeah, he did okay for you guys last year.
Yeah, it's decent enough until he got hurt, and then Devlin Hodges came in. It was kind of like a substitute thing. Our defense was really, really solid. If we would have had Ben, we would have been in an easy playoff spot for sure. But
yeah, I've been a big fan of the Steelers for a while now, so I always hope good things happen for them. And TJ Watt, he's a badass. So
he is.
He's pretty cool. And old Palomalu, he made it into the Hall of Fame. That had to be pretty dope for you guys, because I know he's got to be a Pittsburgh legend.
He definitely is. Yeah, he's one of my favorite players.
Yeah, he's definitely one of mine too. He's just a very iconic player, and I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. If he's not, he
Yeah,
definitely should be.
his career, I believe, ended in 2013 or maybe 2014. So yeah, it's either first or second year in. But
Sure. Yeah. So what do you got for the NFL this year? Who do you think's going to go all the way? I really hope you're not going to say the Steelers, but
yeah, I do not see that happening. Just like with the state of the team right now, but I'm probably just gonna. I don't know. I'm just probably gonna say the Chiefs from the AFC. I mean, that's kind of an obvious statement, but I honestly think it could happen again with how stacked their whole team is. See, I want to say the Bucks have a good shot in the NFC, but that might be a little bit optimistic but I don't know. Just on paper, that team, the offense looks insane. Like Gronk, Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. That's on paper. That's the best receiving core and quarterback probably that we'll see for a while. But
yeah, it's always tough with teams like that because you remember the Browns a few years ago where they looked like the fucking dream team on paper as well, to the point where Burt decided to keep Odell Beckham Jr. as a keeper over Michael Thomas. When Michael Thomas beat the record for most catches in a season.
Yeah. PPR league. Gotta keep the PPR league.
I was going to ask you about that. All this information, that might have been, other than trading Patrick Mahomes and Alvin Kamara in the same trade, might be one of my bigger fuck-ups. Is keeping OBJ. Yeah. It's just all the hype from people and all that. It's so hard. Because I don't have that much knowledge, so that's all I really work off of. But
yeah, he's definitely the most popular NFL player. So, like, for someone that's like maybe not the most hardcore fan, it's like you kind of expect him to be like one of those elite guys, but he just wasn't it last season.
I think it was a lot of talk. I don't know. I've heard that he's had some pretty crazy plays. Like I know he's pretty famous for his catches and stuff like that. But
he filmed a music video with Drake recently, and he's kind of like up there on the status. So
he might just be rolling for the money at this point. I don't know, but
yeah, he said this year he's tired of being humble.
He's a cocky motherfucker.
Basically, he's saying daddy's got to eat.
Yeah, can't blame him.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Whatever happens. He definitely can ball out. Whether he does it over in Cleveland is a whole nother story. As long as Cleveland doesn't start fucking axing everybody to death, they should be fine there. But I don't know. I definitely think the Chiefs could go far. I don't know how the Ravens are going to do. Oh yeah, how do you like the Ravens since they're in your division?
See, I used to not like the Ravens as much because of the rivalry and like all the big hits and stuff. But it was like entertaining to watch. Like I don't think anything will beat the late 2000s, early 2010 like rivalry the Steelers had with the Ravens. But now it's kind of evolving into like, I'd say like less of a rivalry, more of just like kind of like the Ravens beating down on the Steelers. I think that's kind of how it's evolving, but. Just with the whole like Lamar Jackson, like the rush heavy offense works really well for them. Plus their defense is pretty solid. I still think like the Steelers are going to be able to split with them most of the time. I hope in the near future, but I think the Ravens are definitely going to have more success. They're probably going to win the division every year for a long time.
Yeah, that's if Lamar Jackson continues to be elite like he was last year.
Yeah.
I'm super curious to see how he does. We had people taking him in the first round this year for fantasy football. So
it's interesting to take in a PPR league. Normally quarterbacks probably shouldn't go till like the second or third round, but
oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Holy shit.
Discussion about that.
It's almost like I told you that, you dumbass.
Is that an ESPN league? Because a lot of ESPN leagues give 4 points for touchdowns and not even like a multiplier. But some leagues, like I'm in the CBS league, that if you get like a 50-yard touchdown with your quarterback, you'll get like 15 points. Holy shit. Someone like Lamar Jackson, who has like a really high upside with that, it's worth it to take him in the first round. But most leagues, like they rely on like stability. You want to take like a running back in the first round just to be safe.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have been in ESPN, and we moved over to Yahoo for the third season
Okay.
here. But we basically, I'm pretty sure I set it up to where it's the same as the ESPN league there. But yeah, there's a lot of high hopes for him, and I'm eager to see if he can repeat what he did last year. I know the Titans had no issues with him, so we shall see. I mean, that's when Derrick Henry went off for 200 fucking rushing yards. He actually threw a motherfucking touchdown.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, that dude is so big. He literally looks like he has a horse tail hanging out from his helmet. Like the way he braids that, he looks like a stallion out there just trucking over people.
Him and Tyreek Hill are like probably like the most athletic looking players in the NFL, in my opinion. They just like, I don't know if you've ever seen like Tyreek Hill on his YouTube channel, like when he like races people, like he looks like his body fat's like 1%. Like he has to be one of the most athletic people I've ever seen.
Holy shit, that's insane.
But yeah, Derrick Henry's built like a tank. He's like 6'5", like what 240 or something, maybe like 220. But he literally like with his speed, it looks like he could weigh like 150 pounds, like for how like light he moves with. But he can also like at the same time he can like put on juke moves and just like break a bunch of tackles, truck people. So he's like everything in a running back.
He hits like a linebacker.
Yeah,
it's like Ray Lewis out there with speed. Oh, sorry, that's probably a bad word around you. I keep forgetting the Steelers thing.
I don't know.
Oh God.
Yeah, you seem like one of those guys that might not like something, but you can definitely respect the athleticism or for the love of the game in somebody else, which is always super respectful. A
lot of that comes into play with my channel as well, because a lot of people try to say that I'm biased, but I honestly like. There was one time where I was really biased. Like I uploaded this video when I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Patriots versus Steelers game from 2017, where like with the Jesse James catch, like the whole catch non-catch thing. This is kind of obscure. Like a lot. I mean, the video did get a lot of views, but I uploaded the video and I titled it "The NFL is rigged" because I was furious. Yeah, it was kind of a bad idea in retrospect, but that's kind of how I felt in that moment, and that was like the most biased I've ever been, like in my life, to be honest. Because that video had hundreds of thousands of views after like a couple hours, but I rethought it after a while, and so that's like the one claim that people have against me for being biased. But ever since then, you know, I've tried to include everyone in the videos and stuff, but people still will comment to this day like, oh, why did you forget this team? Why did you forget this player? You must hate this team. It's like, you know, maybe I didn't think of it. Maybe I didn't get around to it. Or maybe it's just like not something that applies to the video. You know, there's plenty of reasons why it's not. Maybe they just fucking suck. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just one guy that has to run a channel that has to watch like hundreds of NFL games.
Yeah.
That could be it too. Holy shit.
That goes into the robot thing. Like people think that I just like can remember and recite like every play in NFL history.
Yeah. What's your biggest video?
It has to be it's a video on like the worst effort plays, like basically people being lazy and stuff, but it wasn't an NFL video. It was actually like just a general sports compilation.
Okay.
It has over 30 million views to this day. So.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's the one that has Jay Cutler as the clip art.
Yeah. He's just like standing with his hands on his hips.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like, this shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that fucking picture. So do you have like any plans on what you're gonna do with the channel here? Like, do you plan on expanding it or doing anything else with it, or do you think you're just gonna keep grinding with what you're doing right now?
So basically, you know, I'm always trying to think for the future, but you know, I'm looking into like a bunch of opportunities. Some stuff I can talk about, some stuff I can't. But
sure.
Obviously, my goal would be. So I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with like what happened with like this account called House of Highlights. They're like a gigantic Instagram account, and basically this guy named Omar Raja, he started this basically when he was in college. He just started this Instagram page where he uploaded a bunch of highlights from NBA games. What ended up happening is the account got so big that like Bleacher Report and like Turner, which is like TNT, you know, obviously TNT and ESPN are the two biggest broadcasters of the NBA. But anyway, TNT works with Bleacher Report, and they like picked up his account. and now he works with Bleacher Report and Turner.
Dang.
So he like honestly kind of, and he started his stuff. I'm pretty sure probably a little bit before me, but he had like rapid growth. He had like over 10 million followers, I think, on Instagram because of just the market for just watching clips and stuff like that. It can work better with Instagram with like maybe like some minor highlights, but with like compilation videos, it'll work with YouTube.
Sure.
But what he was doing was kind of just uploading like, you know, must-see moments, and people would share them on Instagram and stuff, and so his account got gigantic. So,
okay.
you know, if I could have something like that with the NFL, maybe something a little bit different, but also the same, that would probably be my end goal. To like turn my brand into something that I can actually affiliate with the league.
Okay.
That way I don't have to worry about copyright stuff, and it would basically eliminate so many problems that I currently face, and it would allow me to just basically feel safe about what I'm doing.
Sure.
Because at any moment, if we're being honest, at any moment the NFL could take my channel down for copyright infringement.
Yeah,
but they haven't done that yet.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet.
I thought you only get like 2 chances. Like 2 strikes or whatever.
Yeah, they've actually, the NFL has never given me a strike, but they give plenty of claims. That's like the difference on YouTube. A lot of people don't realize that about YouTube, is that claims are way different than strikes. Claims just means that they claim the video for monetization, so they'll be able to make all the ad revenue off of it. Whereas a strike is like a permanent thing on your account, and like basically they're telling you not to post anything like that again. So the NFL used to do that, but I think they've rethought a lot of it because they realize they make a lot of money off of videos like mine. So I can't even tell how much I've made them, but certainly enough for them to keep me going. So that's why collaboration would just be, in my opinion, would be just like a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. So then you can make better content for everybody.
Yeah, I could have access to all the games too that I like don't know how to find, because even I'm not like a wizard. There's some stuff that I just can't find, you know. Plenty of history that they have that they don't share.
Yeah, that'd be so dope if you're able to do that. That'd be like the dream job, I think.
It would be honestly, like, there's a huge community on YouTube and stuff, and it would just improve everything, like every aspect, the consumer aspect, the content creator aspect. And the NBA has been the most proactive league with this, because they've actually hired like editors and stuff like that who started from YouTube. So so the NBA has done it. The MLB started to work with content creators last year, I think. So it's all a matter of just getting like the right stones to fall into place, and hopefully it'll happen soon, you know?
Sure. That would be cool. Now, you don't have to give us like an exact figure or anything, but are you able to make any kind of money off of this channel?
Yeah, so a lot of it varies. Like, I've struggled for a long time with like having videos, or having my channel get not taken down, but demonetized, which means that no matter what you upload, even if I made a video with like my face in it or whatever, it would still not be eligible for monetization because YouTube doesn't have you in the partner program. So that's what happens. Like, whenever you make money on YouTube, you have to be in the partner program. You have to sign their agreement, and then you have to set up your AdSense account. Which, so if you see ads on a YouTube video and it's like their content completely, that means they're in the partner program. So what YouTube does to like compilation channels, and so like not just sports, but like a bunch of different types of compilations, just like anything, they will just demonetize channels completely, which means that you can't make any money at all, and that only people that claim your videos can make money. So yeah, I've been demonetized for a decent amount of time, on and off. Like, it's kind of inconsistent what the timeline is, and it's kind of like sending mixed signals. It's like, does YouTube want me to do this or not, you know? Because right now I am in the partner program, but that was after a month of being demonetized. And then before that, I was demonetized almost the complete 2019 season. But before that, I was monetized for like a month, and then I was demonetized for a couple months, and then... So it's just like, it's basically just an on and off thing I don't even know how to read it, to be honest. They haven't set any clear guidelines for me, so...
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah. We haven't heard a whole lot of good things from the YouTube community, like YouTube itself, with their content creators. So
they're pretty picky.
Yeah, and it's just a shit show is what I hear. They're not the most organized with things there. So, but that's cool that at least the door's open for you for something to happen. I wasn't sure if you were able to make anything just because it's not your content that you're uploading, but
makes sense.
that's pretty dope. So before we wrap up, I just wanted to ask you a little bit more about the man behind Highlight Heaven. Just what are some things that you're comfortable letting people know about you, or everything like that? Just some personal stuff that you feel comfortable sharing. I know you said that everybody in your Discord knows your first name, so just so the world can get to know the beautiful man behind this awesome channel.
Yeah, good question. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, so my name is Alex. I'm 19, currently in college. I'm studying sports broadcasting at Youngstown State University.
Perfect.
So I grew up in Pittsburgh all my life. I played baseball when I was a kid. Things I like to do now for hobbies are play a lot of video games. My main video game is Rocket League. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of that, but I'm really into that. What else? Kind of a boring person, to be honest. I collect vinyls. That's kind of cool. I have a record player and stuff.
Okay.
Vinyls? Oh, okay. That's dope. I fucking love doing that.
Modern stuff, or
mostly rap music. I'm a big rap fan, but I have some like soundtracks as well, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm kind of bad at this stuff because not a lot of people ask me about myself. If that makes sense.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, dude.
I think that's pretty much it.
Do you make your own music or anything like that?
No. I mean, I think like it'd be cool to be like to get good with like a producing software. I've always wanted to be able to like play guitar or like be able to make like beats and stuff, but I've never followed through with it. I think that'd be dope though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. If you ever get into that, let us know, buddy, because we definitely could use some music for the show here, especially when Burt decides to be a cocksucker and not talk. So
yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, dude.
Those small undertones. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, like, if your college career was towards the sports content kind of world, but I didn't want you to be like, no, bro, I'm a fucking farmer or some shit like that. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of the times it'll be the same type of stuff, you know, whatever you're like. There's a lot of people that are starting businesses now and stuff. So a lot of times you'll see someone that wants to start like an online business. They'll be an entrepreneurship major or whatever, or they'll be like a marketing major. So it's kind of the same type thing with me.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, that's really dope. So, glad we were able to ask something that you don't get asked a lot. I feel like people get so caught up with the idea of a big person on their show, but they're still a person at the end of the day. So,
exactly. Yeah.
When you work with someone like Burt, it's a really humbling experience. It's like working with a homeless guy. So, you learn a lot about yourself. So, Burt's my cousin, Alex. I give him shit all the time. He doesn't give me shit on the podcast as much, but he has said some pretty hurtful and downright degrading things to me offside. Yeah,
God.
Off the show. So he should definitely make up for it. But that's cool.
It's only a matter of time before it leaks into the show.
Glad that we were able to get to know you a little bit better, my man. So before we wrap up, is there anything that you wanted to ask Burt and I, or anything like that? We can try to get you in touch with Joe Rogan if we can, but I'll have to unblock him for that.
Yeah, sounds good. I just wanted to know, how long have you guys been doing this?
We are on. This is going to be
15 years.
Yeah, 15, I think. Episode 31 is your episode. So.
Wait, seriously, 15 years?
Fuck yeah.
No, he's a bullshitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 episodes per year. That's like, I was not believing that, but you guys made it sound kind of real. So I was like, yeah, you guys really like. Am I really
so much into this?
Yeah, welcome to BurtnBurger.
Exactly.
Well, we started in January of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
am I actually episode 31 though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That part.
I'm glad that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we started back in January. Humble beginnings. And just slowly but surely growing the channel. Right now it's just like a big hobby thing. We like to get together every week. We talk about this fucking show all the time. All these ideas that we want to do with it. And Burt and I both shit our pants when I shot you a message in your
community tab.
What is that called? Yeah, the community tab. And I'm like, bro, like legitimately, I love that purple sweatshirt that you made that for the merch. I was like, I love that purple Purple, what can we do to get you on the show? And you're like, sweet, let's do it. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm always down. I mean, like, anytime you have a chance to talk to new people or just, like, you know, have a conversation, you never know, like, what those people are going to be doing later, and you never know what you're going to be doing later. So it's always a good idea to just make connections. So
Exactly.
Absolutely. And again, dude, we appreciate you so much for coming on our show. It means a lot to Burt and I. Did you want to shout anything out before we wrap up? Any future projects that you're working on, or anything you feel like saying?
I mean, if you really want to check anything out, just look in the description of my YouTube videos. I'm not gonna like shout every single thing out, but you know.
Okay.
Cool. Well, other than that, Burt, did you have anything else that you wanted to say?
Not really. It was a lot of fun. Pretty good guest. Go down in history.
Appreciate it.
Pretty.
It's a funny show. I like all the. No. I mean, I appreciate it. I like all the like ripping on each other that you guys do. It's kind of funny. It's definitely unique.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Most podcasts that I've seen or been on have been a lot more like friendly, but it's kind of like bullshit, if that makes sense.
Fuck that.
Like, this is like kind of genuine, if that makes sense. So
that's what we're shooting for, baby. Feels good to hear that. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
As fucking Burt's over there wiping a tear away. We sound like such hard asses, but this motherfucker cries at Winnie the Pooh, so.
Yeah, gonna have to edit the crying out in the final cut.
Alrighty. Perfect. All right, Burt, where can they find us?
We are on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Twitter and TikTok, we have highlight videos every week. Thursday for Twitter, Friday or some other time during the week for TikTok. So give us a follow over there. Just some extra content for you guys. And Spotify and YouTube for the full show. But yeah, other than that, that's about it.
Perfect. Sounds good. Make sure you check out Alex at HighlightHeaven, guys. He puts great content out there, and even if you don't know so much about sports, he can definitely help you out and get you into the sports world, just like he did with BurtnBurger here. So, again, Alex, it's been a pleasure to have you on, man. And for everybody else out there, thank you so much for listening to this episode of the BurtnBurger Show, and we will see all of you guys in the next episode. Take care, guys.
Yep.